Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the June 26, 2007 Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Madam Chairman, all 5 selectmen are present, as is the interim town administrator, John Foster.
Thank you very much. All right, the first item on the agenda is the consent order to sign bills. I believe we have one bill.
We do have one bill. I move that we pay Camp Dresser and McKee in the amount of $55,075. Invoice number 802-58395/8 for professional engineering services for designing sewers in 7 remaining areas in the town of Wareham in accordance with the agreement August 15, 2006.
Is there a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain?
Aye.
It is 401. Okay. All right. We have a couple of minutes before we have a 7:15 hearing. Let's see. There's a, do you have the gift?
I do?
Okay. Let me see. What's the name of the company? Ray Marine, or actually, it's not.
Navionics.
Yeah, paper. I'm sorry. No, yeah, Navionics, a local manufacturer of marine equipment, wants to donate a Ray Marine A65 GPS chart plotter to the Harbor Master's office. So we have to vote to accept that.
Okay. I move that we accept the Ray Marine A65 GPS chart plotter with a retail value of $1,675 from Navionics Inc., 6 Thatcher Lane, Wareham, 02571, under Chapter 44, Section 53A and 1/2, Gifts of Tangible Personal Property and Acceptance.
There a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? It is unanimous. Thank you. Okay. Does anyone have any announcements? Jane? No? Jim?
First movie's this Thursday at the band shell.
John?
No, not at this time.
Okay. Bruce?
I just attended a meeting with the Community and Economic Development Board, and the purpose of the meeting was to discuss a preliminary draft report concerning Wareham economic development strategies. It was presented by the consultant that they retained, and there was a brief synopsis of their findings. I won't go into it at this point. The board will be getting a finalized draft, and CETA will be coming before us to discuss the findings and the recommendations of the consultant and the CETA board itself, and they'll request that, Madam Chair, to be placed on the agenda at some point regarding that. But I just wanted to inform the board that that is on the horizon, will be coming before us as an agenda item.
And this all has to do with the vision session that they've been having? Is that with the downtown plan and everything?
No, that was
no.
that was Monday night. This was a report specifically just concerning the economic development strategy that this consultant has devised. A lot of interviews were conducted with various constituents and various groups within the communities, private business, boards and committees, and from those interviews and from an analysis of statistical analysis of Wareham demographically and so forth, economically, and this report was devised as a way to provide a 3-year type of benchmark, as well as some basic strategies that we can implement or at least explore in the short term, more in the way of infrastructure issues and process issues. And that will come before us, and it will be presented, and we will have an opportunity to play our part within that.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see, I thought there was another. Okay. Just a minute. All right. Well, we still have a couple more minutes for the hearing on the license change. Would like to welcome John McAuliffe, the hopefully soon-to-be town administrator. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
One of the things that Mr. McAuliffe had said that he would try to get to our meetings between now and when he officially takes office, so that he kind of gets an idea of what we're doing and where we're going and stuff. So he'll be able to hit the ground running, hopefully soon, but... And, okay, any other business? I had one issue that, well, I had a couple of issues, but one issue that I had that I wanted to talk to the board about, which kind of will go into the sewer issue, that I know that we've all talked about the enterprise fund and if the money's been there or whatever, and we had talked, I know that on the previous board, we had talked about having some type of form that, you know, the departments would fill out.
A timesheet.
Yeah, a time rate, so that we could have you know, an effective information, accurate information. And I was just wondering, considering that Monday will start the new fiscal year, that if we had one that had like the date, start time, stop time, the work that was performed, by whom, with their signature, the total number of hours, and passed them out to each department and got them back monthly, to give us an idea.
Well, I think it should be, yes, I agree, but I think it should be more than just an idea. This should be a time and rate report where they are actually affirming, this is a bill. They are affirming the labor, and in addition to the number of hours, the rate should be indicated, at whose rate.
Right, okay.
And a description of the actual work entailed. And I think that should be turned into the department head, and there should be an affirming statement which basically says that I affirm and attest that the information provided is true and accurate in all respects, to the best of my knowledge, for obvious reasons. That's what the signature does, because this is basically a bill, as I say, and I will be very surprised, frankly, if this adds up to $1,050,000, but that's just my personal opinion. But it is a first step, and it must be done completely accurately, and it must be taken seriously, because quite frankly, if we don't see this process working properly, it'll be my motion at some point to just eliminate the fee, period, end of story. We're not doing it unless it can be adequately proven, and if I'm making that motion, it's because it hasn't been.
Okay.
So I would very much like to begin that process,
Okay.
but have it stated to staff how very important this document is, and that it must be taken very seriously, and effort has to be made to make sure it's absolutely accurate, because we are going to rely on this information.
Okay, John?
Madam Chair, I was just going to suggest maybe a quick explanation from you, especially for Mr. McAuliffe's benefit of the concern at town meeting about that charge, about that fee that's passed through, and our concern about it, so he's a little familiar with what we're after.
Well, the Sewer Enterprise Fund, as you know, an enterprise fund